Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna Lenz, and today we are going to be talking about, we are going to be discussing, today is Flosstube number 37. Hi. If you haven't met me before, seen me before, any of those things, I'm Brianna Lenz, and I like to cross stitch all day. That's why we're here, because this is a Flosstube. And I have a good amount to show you. It is July 11th. And it is in the afternoon. It's going to be a scorcher today, and it's going to be hot all week long. So we are inside. We did all of our morning chores, and I still have other chores that I need to do today, but I'm going to have to wait until like 7 to 8 o'clock. Like I need to mow my lawn, but it's so wet and humid here in southeastern Oklahoma. You have to wait a while for the grass to dry out. And so then by the time it dries out, it's hot. So me, a ginger who is not very heat tolerant. I love the sun, but I'm not very heat tolerant. I have to wait till it cools down. And the UV index is lower and it's way cooled down. So I need to do that. Anyway, I don't know why I started off with that. Wow, way to that's a hook, right? You're intrigued. You want to know more. Anyway, I have a lot. There's a watch beeper going off. I have a lot to show you. I have a new cross stitch pattern, which I'm very excited about. I'm starting to design Halloween cross stitch patterns for Halloween this year. And so my first pattern that I have released is the Ghost Family Portrait. This is available in my Etsy shop via instant download. It's a PDF file, and it is only available via digital file at Brianna Lenz shop on Etsy. I love this pattern. I am so thrilled about this pattern, and I have a giveaway to go with it. So if you'd like to find out more, I will be discussing that giveaway at some point in this video, maybe the middle, maybe the end. I'm not sure yet, and so I'm really excited about that. I'm looking at it right here. So if you are interested in starting Halloween or starting to gather Halloween supplies for your stitching, that might be a good option for you, because I really like it because it's modern Halloween and I like the play on pastels, and for me I think it's really cute. So I personally love it, and I have quite a few more that I'm currently designing right now. Like I've painted the mock-ups of them and like the concept art for them, and I just have to make it a pattern, and I think they're really cool. So I love them. Anyway, and I just wanted to say thanks again for supporting my small business, my Etsy shop at Brianna Lenz shop on Etsy. Again, just thank you so much for that. All right, so I have quite a bit to share. So I've been, since the last time I saw you, I've done crochet, I've done quilting, I have done Jolly July. I shared my Jolly July plans for July 2024 in one of my most recent videos. So if you'd like to see my Christmas stitching plans, I have it in its own video. And I have done a good amount of work on that. So I was like, I have to do Flosstube. I can't wait. And then I'm also like super itching to do Halloween and fall, and I'm ready for it. But yeah, I also have recently uploaded our library haul, because we are a homeschooling family, and going into this next year, I have to sneeze. I know it's coming. Ooh, excuse me. If you weren't awake before, you are now. I used to work at a grocery store, and I would sneeze. I was a checker, and I would sneeze in my check stand, and I was always like, I sounded like I was part of a metal band every time, like I was a hardcore metal screamer. And people like down the aisles would be like, bless you. You know, it's funny because like I would just scare the poop out of people with my sneezes, because they were like loud and aggressive. Which it just like, it feels good afterwards too, because you're like, oh yeah, that was a good reset. Anyway, what was I talking about? I've done crochet, quilting, oh yeah, library haul. And in a couple weeks, it'll be nice to do a review of the library books that we got. And so if you'd like to see that, or what my kids are reading this summer, what they're interested in for fun, watch that video, link down below. Let's see. Okay, so I've got haul, cross stitch, crochet, quilting. Let's talk about what you can see first. So I finished this crochet bee. I also have a video where I do a review on these two kits, and in my video These two kits are kits that you can purchase from Hobby Lobby. Now, my kits, when I purchased them at some point last year, they were $8.99, but now at Hobby Lobby, they are $5.99. So that is a correction to my video. I already said that I thought they were a fantastic value. I think that they were fantastic patterns, and you get all your supplies for $9 at that point, including a pattern that you can use over and over and over again. But now knowing that they sell them for $6, these are fantastic kits. So if you crochet and you want to do a little bit of amigurumi, $6, this is a banging deal. And I think they turned out really cute. I highly, highly enjoyed crocheting these. And the other thing that I did is I did my first patchwork. Like, I've done some quilting projects, like very minimal, and I've always wanted to do patchwork quilting like this. And I've just always, I don't know, I've just never set aside time to do it. And finally, I knew that I wanted to do this bee, and I did it. And so I bought all of the fabrics in it from Hobby Lobby. And I decided to just finish it into a pillow, and I stuffed it with polyfill because I'm like, what else? Like, I could have done a project bag. I could have just done a little mini pillow. But I thought, oh, how fun. Because one of the things that I wanted to do this summer was do a bunch of bees. And I have a bee video that's going to be coming out this week where I just did a bunch of bee-themed projects of different crafts because I'm a multi-crafter. So this is one of them. And just to help motivate me to continue setting aside time to be learning a new skill is I'm going to be doing a quilting diary, like learning to quilt diary series. So every time I am working on a new quilting project or I'm learning something new, I'm going to be sharing my experience, sharing my projects, learning how to do it, because sometimes I think we see everybody be like equipped with knowing how to do it, but we don't see a lot like people learning how to do something. So I'm going to be just sharing my process, and I'm just going to put it out there. If there's any quilting companies out there or shop owners out there that would be interested in helping me facilitate that video concept, I would love to work with you. You can email me at briannalentz.business@gmail.com because I love quilting. I've always wanted to do this. But again, this is like, there's a lot in the world of quilting. And I feel like with doing my designing of cross-stitch patterns, learning how to do quilting and learning more about the quilting world would be very beneficial to me. So if there's anybody that is interested in the concept of patterns, or anybody who has quilting patterns, designs, anything like that, if you would like to work together, I would love that, because there is so, like, I'm just kind of like picking things out of Pinterest, like, okay, I think I could do this, you know, but if there's a good direction or if there's a good concept that you think I could bring to my channel, I would love to work with you. So anyway, so I'm putting that out there. So this project is going to be its own video because this is my first really quilting project, and then I already have a couple more projects that I'd like to do that I bought a pattern off Etsy and I didn't realize it was foundation paper piecing, and I was like, okay, I guess I got to learn how to do that. I didn't even know what that was. And then I've loved the style of quilts, right? In American history, American art like that. So it feels really good to be physically doing these types of things in a modern way that our American ancestors have done for a long time. And, you know, internationally too. But I just look at the designs that I've made and it's very like Americana inspired. So anyway, did my crochet bee. I don't remember how I had this. I think I had Kathy the cat, my little bee skep is there, which I love that. Okay, so those were a couple finishes. And let's see what else. Oh yes, I have finishes, but not fully finished. Stitching and plans. So the first item that I finished, it's very exciting because I get to clear out this bag. Finally, you guys are going to say, finally she finished this, is the Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Stitching with the Housewives. And this is stitched using called for colors on 14 count chalkboard Ada. And previously I had just 3 gingerbread houses left and the checkerboard. And so I am listening to Wicked using the Everand app. And this was so much fun. So I'm just so glad that this is done. Oh yeah, and I have like a pile here. I thrifted this for $1.99, and oh, is it wobbly? No, it's good. I had seen this at Hobby Lobby, and I thought I would love to fully finish this on this. And I was like, oh, I'll just wait till is this broken? I don't think so. I think it's just loose. Maybe I can put some wood glue in there. That's probably why it got donated, maybe. I can just put glue in there. Anyway, I loved this because it's like, you know, Santa's ladder. I don't know. So I'm going to fully finish it on this, and then I think I might get white checks, or I might splurge and get the Priscilla checks, whatever her fabric line is, in white and black, or red and black as a backing, and then put it on here. And I think that would be really pretty for Christmas. So, because I want this piece to be bigger, and this would make it bigger, and I think it would display nicely with my Christmas decor this year. Because this is a finish, but I'm going to fully finish it around Christmas time, so that way I'm more like in the frame of how I want to decorate. Does that make sense? And let's see, the next finish that I have is in this bag. And this is I never remember what it's named. Quilted Christmas Snowman by Emily Caw. This was a stitch along last year, and I participated, but I had so many things. I just wanted to participate in it. I didn't think I'd finish, and I finished it yesterday. So using all the called for DMC and on hand dyed 14 count Aida, and this is as much as, this isn't the full pattern, but this is all that I'm stitching. So I did the snowman, and then I just did the back stitching for the needle. And originally I wanted to make it shaped like a snowman pillow, but now that I added this, I decided I'm just gonna finish it into a rectangular large pillow. So it's just more dramatic. Because I haven't done the measurements. I don't know if I would fit into a frame, if I want to do a pillow. So again, we'll see. My original idea for finishing like a snowman shaped pillow, I decided I wanted to do this, so I had to change that. But yeah, I love this. This was a lot of stitching, but it was really fun. And again, I was listening to Wicked. I got up really early the last couple of mornings and got some stitching done, and got a lot of listening to my audiobook done. Wicked is that book by Gregory Maguire. It came out in the 2000s, I think. And it was really popular. You know, it's like this huge play. Like Ariana Grande is doing like this new remake movie of it. But when I first started listening to it, I was surprised by how the vulgarities of it. Like, I'm not a girl who listens to like the romance novels. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain level of things like I just don't like listening to and reading. I love historical fiction. I love just like nonfiction. I like that kind of like boring stuff. Like, I'm not into like the hot and heavy kind of things. And there were some like just vulgarities in it that I was like, how far is this going to go? So I remember trying to, back in the day, like I was reading Anne Rice's Sleeping Beauty, and I was like, oh, this is not for me. Like, it was like reading a, you know what? And it's not for me. And so I was hoping that I wasn't going to be like that. And it got better. There's some vulgarity, which is fine. It's just like an R-rated movie. But I would definitely describe the book as R-rated. So do they just cut that out for the plays that was like so popular? Or I don't know. But I'm in part 4 of the book, which means I'm over halfway through the book, and I really enjoyed it. There's been a huge change. Elphaba is now 30, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but like there's been a huge change in plot line. So I'm interested to see where that goes. So I've got the last half of the book to go through, and I'm very much enjoying it now. And I have the second book. I have the book to read. I don't know if I'll be able to listen to it, but I do have it available. It's like The Sun's Witch by Gregory Maguire. If you've read that, let me know down below what your thoughts are. Do you think I'll enjoy it? I'm interested. Or did I say The Sun's Witch? The Witch's Son. That's what it is. So yes, I'm very much enjoying the background and being in Munchkin Land and Oz and all that other stuff. Okay, so the next thing that I did, so those are my finishes. I stitched more on my dragon This is for my daughter Fiona. It's this fantastical dragon where you have this fantasy scene. I did more greens and yellows and stuff, and so I'm just going to continue like picking it up, working on it every day, every other day until I'm done. Because that needs to just, that's on my 24 and 2024. I made a little pouch, a little zipper bag, and it's really cute. Because I bought yards of each fabric to make this, and so I'm just thinking of other ways that I can use it. I thought this was really cute, and so for this is cute for my smalls, and I thought this would be cute for Halloween stitching, especially for like, stitching smalls or mill hills and stuff. But in here is a bee-themed project, because I went to pick up something the other day, and I forgot that I had this, and I'm almost done with it. This is the Bee-Skep Croc, something like that, by Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. If you Google Bee-Skep Croc 1869, something like that, by Melissa Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting blogspot, you'll come up with this. So I only had like this much done, so I did the rest of the Bee-Skep, the Croc, in this. So there's flowers and bees on the sides, and I just have to do that, and then I'm done. And this is stitched on 14 count Ada dyed by me, and I bought this. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this or if I'm going to gift this. So I was thinking, I just got this from Hobby Lobby, and this is in the wood pile. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought, do I want to save this so I can finish one of my own designs? But if I use this twice, it'll be just fine. So I'm thinking about gifting this project, and so my idea is to stain this in Early American stain, which is my favorite stain. And then I would finish this in here. Oh, you know what? I haven't actually seen if it's going to fit or not. Oh, it would barely fit. Well, I could modify the length of this. And so the other thing that I was thinking too was not adding the flowers, but maybe just adding a couple bees. And then now that I'm doing this, I might need to shorten this a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. Or I might rip these out and just do the croc. I don't know. But I was hoping to be able to finish it in here. And if not, then I'll keep this and I'll just finish this into a pillow. Now that I've done this though on camera, because I hadn't done that yet, this is a little bit too wide. So if I had wanted to do it, I'd have to have done it on a smaller count. But like I said, this was just kind of spontaneous. So, okay, this is decided. I'm going to keep this for another project, and I will just finish this and I'll finish it into a pillow. And so I will finish the bees and the flowers and everything else and finish that into a pillow, which makes my life a lot easier, to be honest with you. So yes, that was another bee picture, another bee project. Okay, let's see. I have a little bit of haul that I got from 123 Stitch because I have the Santa's Treats Mill Hill, which I did a video of me kitting it up. Like, by kitting it up, I mean like I took the Mill Hill kit, I separated all the threads, and I have it ready to go. But I haven't actually started stitching on the Santa's Treats by Mill Hill. And the perforated paper is actually dyed red for this project. So I was talking with my friend on Instagram because she's stitching the Gingerbread House by Mill Hill on white 14 count Ada. And so I was asking her, like, what do you think of the process? She says that, I mean, it looks great. And so I asked her, well, what do you think? I'm thinking about stitching mine on fabric, but I'm thinking about stitching it on red fabric. And she goes, yes, absolutely, go for it. And so I listened. So for $3 from 123 Stitch, I was able to get red Jobelin fabric. And I think it should be big enough. I mean, look at how bright red. And so this would be fabulous for Santa's Treats. And it's 28 count. And so I would just stitch it 2/2. And I think that this is going to be lovely. And I think I'm just going to want to finish the Mill Hill once I stitch it into a pillow, and then maybe put some pretty like bits and bobs on the corners. You know what I mean? Like maybe like just bells or something. I don't know. But I really like this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start stitching Santa's treats on the red Jobelan. So this is Christmas red Jobelan, 28 count. And if you get the 9x13 cut of fabric, this was only like $2.96 USD at 123 Stitch. And then also they had these in stock, so I bought them. So I've wanted these for years. They had them in stock, and so I bought them before they weren't going to be available around the time everybody else was going to be buying these. So what are they? I bought the Hocus Pocus Trilogy by Mill Hill. I have wanted these for years. They've always been out of stock every time I've looked at them. And so I treated myself and I got these, and I have no regrets at all. I have wanted these for years, and so I was so thrilled. So I got all of them, right? So this one is Mimi. And this is the back. So I'll show you the front and the back. I like to see what the bead packs and stuff looks like. Muriel. I don't know if I'm going to stitch these as individual ornaments or if I would do maybe like a trio. You know, like all three on one piece of fabric. I don't know. This is the bead pack on the threads. And then lastly, you have Miranda. And then two. So, okay. And next, okay, this was the other thing that I got, which was Autumn Harvest, and I love witches, okay? And this is Splat Witch, and I love any witches that look like the 90s type of Halloween decor, which like 80s, 90s witches, which all of these do. And I love them. By the way, have you heard that Practical Magic 2 is like gonna happen? Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman have both said that, yeah, it's gonna happen. They both agreed to it. This one has the treasure. So if you're a Practical Magic fan like I am, then I hope you're excited. I saw Practical Magic for my 10th birthday, and I have loved it ever since. I like all of it. Love it, love it, love it. Practical Magic is one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my all-time favorite movies. Just everything about it. Love it. And I saw Hocus Pocus on my 5th birthday. That was so fun in the movie theaters. And that was when you would see like double features. So I remember when I was 5, my mom took me to go see Hocus Pocus because I couldn't wait. I remember seeing like the previews and everything for it on the Disney Channel. Could not wait. And yeah, so I just turned 5 because my birthday is October 10th. So Hocus Pocus was coming out. My birthdays were always Halloween themed because I loved Halloween. I loved witches. And so Hocus Pocus, Disney Channel, went and saw it. I had my little best friend at the time, and we saw the double feature with Andre. Do you remember like with the girl, and she was like really tan, and I think there was like a seal or something, and that was Andre. Anyway, so remember that. And then I remember for my 10th birthday, my Aunt Vicky took me to, so my mom took me to see Hocus Pocus, and then my Aunt Vicky took me to go see Practical Magic for my 10th birthday, and I loved it. And then I still do love it so much. Anyway, so in case you didn't know, now you know. So yeah, so Stitchy Plans is more of my Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff, quilting stuff. We'll see. I don't have any plans set in stone. I definitely want to do my Shannon Christine Designs Right Gingerbread Mitten. That is next. I want to continue working on my dragon. I want to start my Mill Hill Santa's Treats. But most importantly, I'm getting through all of the whips that I mentioned in my Jolly July plans. That's happening. Definitely going to start this. I don't think I'm going to start the Not Forgotten Farm Santa that I mentioned. I'm not going to start that yet. I'm going to wait for that to be a start for Christmas time. I've decided on that. And then let's see, I'll be doing more quilting, which will be coming up next, which is going to be fun. It's not going to be like seasonal themed. That is going to be, you're going to see, it's going to be really cute. And so I will be able to share my next project or two with you on my next Flosstube. So if you've been waiting to see what my giveaway is, well, now here's your time. Thank you for waiting to the end of my video. I got a little carried away and I'm sure I'm forgetting things, but we're good. If you would like to be entered into today's giveaway, I would like you to comment what you would like to stitch for Halloween. If you're not a Halloween stitcher, like what would you stitch for Halloween? If you were, like, is it a certain project? Is it a theme? Is it like, what would you like to stitch for Halloween this year? And also include at somewhere Ghost Family Portrait, because that is the name of the pattern that I will be giving away electronically in my next video, as well as an entire kit. And I have needles too. Where did my needles go? They're in the other room. But I will be giving away 14 count gray Aida that you can buy at Hobby Lobby, but I got this. I have this for myself as well. And so I'm going to be giving away 14 count Yorkshire Aida and all of the DMCs that are called for in my pattern, as well as an electronic download of the pattern, digital download. So make sure that you comment with Ghost Family Portrait somewhere in the comment. Make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure that you like today's video and tell me what you would like to stitch, or what are you looking forward to stitching for Halloween, or you know, something like that. So my pattern calls for 6 different DMCs. It's called to be stitched on gray or dark gray fabric. You can also do black and just change the color of the animals if you want. And I love it. I think it's really cute and modern, like I said before. So today's giveaway is for a copy of my pattern, as well as a kit so you can stitch it. And I also have a pack of size 24 tapestry needles that will be sent with you along with this. Okay, and then in my next Flosstube, I will call for the winner. There will be one winner, and then, you know, I'll tell you how you can, you know, communicate with me that you won. So anyway, so that is it. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you are stitching all of the things. If you're doing Summerween, which I might be doing in August because it's still technically summer in August. Jolly July, I'd love to know. Also, if you are subscribed to my newsletter, I hope that you got it, because you got a really cute Jolly July freebie. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about my other pattern. I have another pattern. I'll have to share that more next time. So I'll share my Christmas pattern that I did in my next video, because in my mind I did Jolly July. So I'll talk about that next time. Oh well. Yeah, okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next project in my next video. Bye.